Get ready to dive into a thrilling investigation where the truth slowly comes to light. This video takes you into the interrogation room with Bernardo Mendes, a low IQ killer who thought he could outsmart the police. But his lies and contradictions quickly unravel. Can he maintain his fabricated story about Josh? Or is it all just a cover for his horrifying crime? This is a gripping true crime case you won't want to miss. Don't forget to hit the subscribe button today to stay updated on more captivating stories and gain access to exclusive perks. Join us as we uncover the most shocking mysteries. Bernardo Mendes, a killer so foolish he thought he could pin his crime on someone who doesn't even exist. Right from the start, he denied everything, even inventing a person named Josh to take the blame. But when the police pressed him with, "We know you were there, just tell the truth," his nervousness began to show in every move.
How you doing, Benny? My name is Detective Franco Lubbock Police Department. This is Detective Martinez.
Martinez. You know why you're here.
They didn't tell me.
They didn't tell you.
No, sir. All they said that I had a warrant. That was it.
No, they told you more. But I'll tell you, Benny. We've got a death here in Lubbock that you're responsible for. And, we want to give you the opportunity to explain your side, okay? A lot of times people get involved in altercations, get involved in disputes, and something is triggered by that, The fight happens and then it's over, and 2-3 days later somebody dies from their injuries, okay? Sometimes people don't mean things to happen, but they do happen, okay? There are certain things that have happened, and that's the reason why you're here, and that's the reason why we're here, okay?
The police didn't give Mendes any room to wiggle out. They told him they had solid evidence tying him to the scene. Mendes desperately tried to spin a story about living a peaceful life with his girlfriend, but the more he talked, the more unsteady he became. Behind his quiet voice was a man unraveling under pressure.
This detective's going to go over some information with you, and then we'll go from there. We'd like to hear your side. We'd like to give you an opportunity to explain your side, and then we can go from there.
Like Detective Martinez just said, obviously you're here for a reason. And they told you on scene that you had a murder warrant. Now is your time to let us know what took place that day.
What day was that? Because, to tell you the truth, I haven't hurt nobody or hit nobody. I've been with my girl Erica. We've been going back and forth. We stayed at her uncle's house. That's like her family and stuff. They stay there. Then she'll stay sometime. Her parents sometime will go stay at the villa, whatever. And then after that, we went to the tent city. And then we've been going on the bus. We've been living together, and we've been going sometime with her mom. It's not like a mom, it's like a lady. Go help her and all that. We're always going in to go eat. Then I finally got a job, and I'll be going to Odessa. My friend got me a job, so I've been trying to get all my Social Security, birth certificate, everything, so I can.
I don't know the victim. I didn't do anything. Mendes continued to deny, but the police weren't buying it. His shaky voice and darting eyes betrayed him as the detectives pushed harder. His once confident denials began to crumble, piece by piece.
My income. So I had not even did nothing, since the day I got out. Been staying out of trouble.
Got out where?
Since the day Texas Tech and Rockport Street. It was me and Bobby Mendes, our brother. We got locked up in that. I got out on probation. Since that time, I've been clean.
In no time, have you been in any type of assault this month?
Well,
The last time I got-
let me tell you what, Benny. We're not here because we're fishing for information, okay? We don't get an arrest warrant for anyone just because we feel like bringing someone in, okay? We're we're here for a reason, okay? This has to do with an altercation that you had at the Villa del Norte apartments. It was you, and you were there.
What was
You
this?
know,
I was
you can you can tell me your side if you have a side to tell me, but I'm not asking if you were there. I know you were there, okay? I'm not asking if it was you that was involved in that. I know that it was you. What I want to know is if this man did something, to provoke you, or if he said something to you, or he did something to you that caused the problem, that's what I'd like to hear from you.
I didn't do nothing to him. My girl would tell you, I didn't mess with him. I didn't do nothing.
Where do you know him from?
I don't know him. I promise.
Why were you involved in a problem with him? Why were you involved in an altercation with him?
I'm saying the truth. I was not involved. I would never do stuff like that, But it's all right,
In less than 10 minutes, Mendes contradicted himself. From saying he didn't know the victim, he admitted seeing him at Walmart. Mendes then began spinning a wild tale about someone named Josh, but his story fell apart quickly. When the police warned, now's the time to tell the truth. Mendes became increasingly desperate, tangled in his own lies, and visibly panicking.
I'm going to keep fighting for it because it ain't me. I'm not a person who would do
Well,
stuff.
you are in custody for it, and you are in custody for it because it is you. We know it is you. I'm not asking you to tell me whether you did or you didn't. What I'm interested in knowing is what happened that triggered this problem. Okay? A lot of times things happen between people. Disagreements, arguments over stuff that's said, offenses that are taken or given. People push each other, punch each other, and like I said, sometimes things go downhill from there. If that is what happened, I'd like to hear from you. If this man did something that gave you a good reason to take action, whatever it was, I'd like to hear from you.
I understand it. And I will say the truth, I don't know the man. I really don't. I never saw him. Never, It's kind of crazy,
Why do you think it's kind of crazy?
Because y'all are putting me on the things that I didn't even do, Say the truth, I don't know.
Well, I do know. And we would have gotten the warrant if we didn't know.
Right now is the time to be honest and tell us and be a man about it.
I am. The only time I saw him, that was it, was at Walmart. That was it.
What was he doing when you saw him?
He was talking, he had told me and my girl, hey, I'm not a cop or something. But he stood there, we didn't bother. We went inside.
He was standing outside when
He
you
was
saw
standing
him?
on the side, and all he said, he asked this other friend of ours and other people and said, hey, I'm not a cop or nothing, I got some weed and all this, or, got some pot or something like that, Because then I got the ice pipe or something. He goes, and I'm not a cop. He goes, and I'm not bad, That was the only thing. He goes, and if we had some change or something, I said, well, I sure don't, because I was going back and forth looking for a job. Okay, so we go grocery shopping, and then we come out, and he goes, we had a cigarette or something. I said, no, sir. Okay, so we took off walking because it was me, my girl, and two other, I think, like a cousin or something, her man, that was it. We went that way, they went.
Oh, yeah, hold on a minute. Who was the other guy that was with you?
Josh and I don't know his girl's name.
Bernardo Mendes tried to spin a story about meeting the victim at Walmart, but his account was inconsistent from the start. He repeatedly mentioned someone named Josh, a supposed companion, but the police were immediately suspicious. Josh seemed more like a fictional scapegoat than a real person. Surveillance footage from Walmart had already shown Mendes was there alone. Every word he said tightened the noose further.
Josh and his girl?
Yes, sir.
What's Josh's last name?
I don't know his last name. I don't know.
Where do you know Josh from?
I know him through. It's already been going on 4 years.
Mm-hmm.
Yeah, I know. Because this girl was working back. He gets a different girl. Because the girl he had was working at the car factory, the one on 114 over there on Smith.
Mm-hmm.
Over there. And then so we left. And then we had forgot the fluid. And then go back in. Then he talks to us again. Well, they stayed way over there.
Who's they?
My girl not there. But we didn't mess. I didn't mess with them.
Okay, just one thing at a time. I'm trying to get this. Your girl and who stayed over there?
Josh and his girl.
So was it just you by yourself that came back into the store?
Yes, sir.
And he was still there?
He was still standing there talking to other people. And then
Uh-huh.
I went in. And he said, came back out. He goes, "Hey, got a couple more change." I said, "No, sir. I don't have no change. I've been using the food stamp card. And the only change I had was from Josh. Because we were gonna go barbecue at his parents. The next day. That was it. So after that, I took off where my girl and all them, and we took off. And that man did follow us.
Have y'all gone to barbecues at Josh's house before? At his family's house?
Just one time.
Where?
Over there. No. It's behind.
When questioned about his presence at the abandoned apartment complex, the crime scene, Mendes continued to deny involvement. He claimed he was only protecting his girlfriend, trying to paint himself as a hero. But the detectives knew he was hiding something. His increasingly disjointed and confusing statements were evidence that his story wasn't holding up.
Where is it close to?
Like 34th, and then it's some apartments like over there. Yes.
Before we started this, when we showed you a picture from the very get-go, you said you didn't know who this was.
No, I don't know his name. I
But
just saw him outside at Walmart.
But at the time when we showed you, you were like, I don't know who this is. But minutes later, all of a sudden you do know who it is, and now you remember him from Walmart.
That's it. That was it. Because we went one way and he went another way. Because my girl and all them were scared. So we went our way and he went his way. And he did, So.
Benny, there's the half-truth and there's the truth. There's a lot missing. A lot missing. I can tell that you're wanting to say something else, but you haven't yet. Like we've discussed just a minute ago, right now is the opportunity for you to tell us the rest of the story. Because obviously, you've left out about this much of a portion. You've given us this portion here, but there's still about this much that's missing. So what happens when y'all take off? Do y'all follow this man, or does this man follow y'all?
We don't follow him. Yeah, we don't follow him. We turn around, he's walking the other way. He's walking like you know, where Walmart said.
Mendes started to unravel. He simultaneously denied knowing the victim and described their supposed encounter at Walmart. When the detectives pressed him with what really happened, Mendes could only dodge the question with vague and contradictory responses. The pressure mounted, and Mendes's nervousness was written all over his face. Every stammered word only confirmed the detectives' suspicions.
There's like McDonald's or something. He's going that way. He's going that way. And we go out the other way. We go around Walmart, like going to my girl's parents' house. That's it.
Going towards your girl's parents' house, which is on.
Yes. Yes, sir.
We know that he went in that direction also,
Well,
and
when
he
we
didn't go
turned
the
around,
opposite direction.
Well, when we turned around, he wasn't following us, you know. So if he went that way, he probably went the other way, or he was farther away from us. Well, I was turned around, you know. Me and my girl and my friend Josh, and we'll turn around.
Yeah, Benny, but the fact of the matter is that you end up over there at the apartments where he was at. You know, that's a fact of the matter. There's
See,
no
what
doubt,
apartments, that's the point.
no doubt in that. There's no doubt in that. You know, that
I'm trying to see what
you all end
apartments,
up.
because
You know, the abandoned apartments used to be over there about a block and a half from your girl's mom's house, and something happened there. You know, whether it was you that started or it was him that started it, I can't tell you that, okay? Because I don't know that, but I do know that something happened between y'all. You know, we all go through hard times or whatever, you know, but we want to be respected. And sometimes people do or say things that make us mad, make us angry, or sometimes they are the ones that are causing the problem. That, I don't know. That is what I would like to hear from you, because if there's something in your defense that led to, you know, you needing to either defend yourself or do something, or defend your girl, then I want to know that. But, you know, I know it happened. Something happened there. And I'd like to hear from you, because this is not going to go away.
Right.
This is not going to go away. You're not going to sit here and lie to me or tell me part of the truth and then think that you're going to walk out the door or you're going to get out of jail tomorrow and go about your very life. You know, it's just not going to happen. You know.
I always protect my girlfriend, Mendes insisted, trying to justify his actions as an attempt to shield her from harm. But the detectives had received a tip that Mendes had killed the victim because he thought the man was looking at his girlfriend. The police pressed further, using Mendes' own words against him. He didn't realize that every attempt to explain himself was digging him deeper into the hole.
I don't like that, you know. So he didn't, you know, he didn't tell us nothing bad. He didn't, you know, like jump on us or like, you know, like, hey, oh, I don't know. From there, you know, because I had left, but you know how it was in the afternoon, you know, night, around, you know, when it gets a little dark. Well, you know, my girl gets scared, you know, so I was protector, you know. When we walk, we're holding hands, and when I'm walking somewhere, she's not on the side of the road I am. She's on the inside. So I'm always, you know, protecting her, you know, because she's scared of everything, you know. She's been through it all. And I have too, you know. I've been jumped with a lot of homeless people. The only time I protect myself is like if they pull out a knife or something, you know, like a weapon or, you know, like. Hey,
Well, tell me what happened this time, Benny.
Well, he didn't bother. I don't know, because I know he didn't have nothing. I don't know, you know.
You know that he had nothing.
Not in. What he had, he was saying that out of him, you know, like what he had, like, hey, this and that, you know.
What was it that he had?
He didn't show us. He had just he just said, hey man, all I got is some weed or whatever. He was saying all that, you know, just talking. That was it, you know. We're like, oh, okay. Well, we just walked in Walmart, went grocery shopping, came back out.
Now, why would anybody just out of the blue approach anybody else that's just walking around there, just walking into the store? and tell them that kind of stuff.
He stopped us, and he stopped other people before us, you know. And I thought he was gonna ask like something good or nice, you know, but he asked us like right there, you know, like I'm not a cowboy, this and that.
Where'd you grow up, Danny?
I was born here in Lubbock.
You were born
And
here in
I
Lubbock,
grew up in Florida,
in Florida. How old are you?
34.
34. Grown man.
So I
Yes, sir.
got 4 kids.
4 kids. You take care of your responsibilities.
Well, right now, child support, you
You
know.
take ownership for what you do.
What is that?
Where'd you
That's
go to
because
school?
I had
Where'd you go to
special
school?
ed, you know. That's
You
why.
had special.
Mendes begins to tell a convoluted story, portraying himself as an innocent man trying to protect his girlfriend. He repeatedly claims he didn't carry any weapons and only acted when he felt threatened. However, his repetitive and evasive responses make his story increasingly suspicious.
My mom gave my brother a meal, so, you know, we went on. And
You
then,
sure don't seem slow to me, Danny.
And we know, like I said, 100% fact, 100% real, that you were involved in a physical altercation with this man. And this is why you're sitting across the table from us right now, because we want to hear from you what happened, what went wrong. Were you trying to defend yourself? Was he messing around with your old lady and you got mad about it? You stood up to defend somebody, or whatever the case may be. That's why you're sitting right here across from us, Benny. Because we know that you fought this man right here. Right here.
oh, I did defend myself and my woman, you know, because of the stuff he'll tell us. And then, you know, all females get scared, man.
Okay,
And
so what
we
did
told him?
Okay, so what did he tell your female to make you get upset with him? What did he tell your female? What did he tell Erica?
Hey, all I heard that
He claims the victim carried a bag, possibly with a knife, and followed his group from Walmart to the abandoned apartment complex. Mendes tries to paint himself as the one being threatened, but his inconsistent statements reveal that he is hiding something.
he said, that he wanted to boom and stuff like that.
So he told Erica
Right there,
and
one
who
more.
else?
That other girl.
Okay, which you don't know the
the
name.
one that was scared, yeah.
Okay,
He told the other girl.
okay.
You know,
He told
my
the other girl
was,
what?
that he wanted to have so
Okay.
that he was gonna take her to the boonies out there and all
Okay,
that.
okay,
And they were scared.
okay,
And then my girl came and told me,
okay.
you know, they're not involved in, you know, but I went and I got scared. I said, man, I'm scared he might do something, you know,
Right.
because you don't know what he could have in his pockets
Right.
or anything. Because
Okay.
I didn't have nothing in my pockets. I don't carry nothing.
Okay.
You know, I don't like weapons. I never touch weapons, and I will never do. Okay, well, I know he had a bag. I don't know what he had in it.
Okay.
Okay, when he had that bag, it was like trying to dig or something. But they had walked that way, right? And I told
Which
them,
way?
well, I'm good. You know where Walmart, when you enter?
Okay.
It's like where the garden is at.
Okay.
They stand right there. And
So closer to the gas station
my
side,
girl and them.
like the
yeah.
AutoZone side.
Yes, for
Okay.
the garden thing.
Okay.
So I went in and everything. So that man started taking off.
Okay.
You know, I guess where they were at.
Okay. Who was that?
The girl and Josh and all that. Okay. So I went in and I come. They're scared.
Okay.
And the guy said, "Say, man, you gotta go over there." He goes, "No,
Who said that?
I want Josh."
Okay. He
Said,
tells who?
Him.
Okay. He tells
You know,
him that you have to go.
because they're talking.
Okay.
And he goes, "Okay, I'm gonna go." And then he goes, "Oh no, hold on." He goes, "I'm gonna try to get y'all."
Who says that?
He did.
Okay.
He did.
He
To them,
tells who?
to that girl and
Okay.
Josh and us. And we don't have nothing.
Okay.
You know, we're scared.
Okay.
You know, because you never know what could he have. He
Okay.
might pull out something or anything. I knew he had a knife or whatever, but I don't know what he did with it or
Did
whatever.
he show you?
Yeah.
Mendes admits to picking up a rock to defend himself when he felt threatened. However, his story lacks logic, as he describes a confrontation where he seems to take the initiative rather than being a victim.
We were trying to get at least saved to her parents' house.
Okay.
You know, because, you know, that street's hers and, you know,
Right.
and they'll know if something happens, they'll call the cops or something. Okay. At that time, I didn't have my phone or nothing, you know. So my girl had her phone. Yeah, she had a phone. So I was like, well, her phone's already gonna die or something. But it still worked. So they're scared. So she didn't have her purse. But we kept walking and we could see the guys, you know how you coming out of those apartments or something. So we're scared.
How many guys are coming out?
There were like two of them.
Two
One
guys?
had long hairs and stuff.
Okay.
We're scared. We don't know what the hell's going
Come
on.
out of the abandoned apartments.
Yeah.
Okay.
Telling, I guess, not my girl, because she was trying to keep going. You know,
Okay.
we were going, and me and that guy, I tried to stay behind so they could go. And she, you know how you walk like that, and they stay opposite.
Mhm.
It's on that side. And I told them, just stay on that side and just keep going. You know, if something happens, you know, self-defense or something. But one of them, I think it's some guy that popped out. He's Mexican or something.
He's what?
He's all dirty and stuff.
Okay.
Okay, comes out. Because I don't know who stays there. I don't know nothing around there. You know. So whenever they come out, they're already throwing things. You know, like rocks or
Okay.
something. You know,
Big rocks, small rocks.
big rocks. Well, I grab one and I'm like, damn. And I throw it. And they're throwing, come on, you know, we're going to get y'all. We're going to, the females and stuff. We're scared, you know. So after that, we leave, keep going. Me and my girl and us, and we kept going, you know. And then Josh and his girl, I guess they stayed a little bit behind because he was already going to call his dad or his people and say, come get him. Because they're staying like on the other side. They just came to get a couple of things of groceries, you know, for her friend, you know, because
Eventually, Mendes admits to attacking the victim with his bare hands, attempting to justify it as self-defense to protect his girlfriend. Detectives remain unconvinced, as his story becomes more contradictory and clearly fabricated.
and you know, I got not hit but barely missed, you know, and stuff. So I'm like, damn man, they're gonna damage us, man. We're like out of there. So we see one of my friend, like he's cool, you know. He's
Was
a
he
Mexicano.
Was he walking?
Uh,
or
He was walking. Well, he has a bag. He's always walking this thing. This guy, his friend pulled out, my girl didn't see it, but he pulled out a knife,
Okay.
you know. And by the time I tried to snap it, I guess he grabbed it and took off, you know. And then from there, my boy said, man, forget that, you know. Josh and them, we can't let them, you know, they're gonna hurt us, bro. They're gonna hurt us, you know. And then after that guy started talking stuff. He was already like coming around, but his friends were already there.
Okay.
It's his people or whoever, you know, how they hang around. And Josh got upset and stuff because the things that they'll say or anything, and I guess another one came out around the building. You know, I was ahead. I was trying to keep going. My girl was walking fast. I'm trying to catch up to my girl. We had her groceries. Josh turned around, you know. So after that, that's when I hit the other guy. And when I tried to get that guy with the knife, he had hit him, but I didn't use no weapons. I used just my hand, just one time on him because
So
he pulled out.
you
He pulled out something out of his bag. I guess whatever it was. Tried to hit my friend. So I grabbed it and I said no, and I just hit him one time.
Where did
And after that,
Where did
John-
you hit him at?
I hit him right here on the side or the chest, and that was it. And then Josh, I said, that's it, man. Just, you know, they started going. The other guys, they were just there. So I went, and my girl had just left.
Mendes claims he punched the victim with his bare hands in self-defense after being threatened with a knife. He continues to mention Josh, a fictional character, to justify his actions. However, his nervousness and contradictions make the detectives more suspicious.
And after that, I guess they were still there, Josh and his girl, whatever. And then after that, we were already gone. Me and my girl, we were already going to the park. I guess I guess that thing that he dropped, Josh had grabbed it. That's what he said. We just start hitting that guy.
Who started hitting him? Josh started hitting him.
Yeah, because he said that he got hit and then with the knife. So,
So you hit him one time, you said, right in the chest area, somewhere around here.
that was it.
Do you recall which side it was? Do you
No,
remember?
that was it.
Okay.
And then I went after my girl. My girl, all them was still going.
That Josh stayed behind while you walked on.
Yes,
Like
me and my girl kept going.
And how long have you known Josh?
Like 4 years probably. But not that good, just through.
So,
My
with
ex.
that being said, if you've known someone for 4 years, you have to know that person's last name. Now, here's the thing.
They call him Fat Boy.
The detectives press Mendes on Josh's identity, but he fails to provide clear details. His story becomes increasingly disjointed, and the police gradually expose that Josh doesn't exist.
Fat boy. Okay. Now again, here's the thing. And I'll explain it again to you, Benny. You're here for a reason. We know that.
Yeah.
And the thing is that if someone else is involved after 4 years, I think you would know the guy's either full name.
Josh, that's all I know.
And
I never.
Josh, they call Fat Boy.
Yeah, that's all. Yeah, Fat Boy. He'll say, call me Fat Boy. Fat Boy. My real name's Josh. That's it.
You know what I think? Benny? I think they were just an imaginary friend. I can understand that this guy wants to do something to you, girl. Because of the type of person that he was. I can understand that you feel threatened because you are homeless. This guy can come at any time during the night, find y'all, and do something. I understand that.
Yeah, that's right.
Okay, I understand that.
We
This other guy that showed up, popped up, I'm having a hard time with that. I say, I know you were involved in an altercation with this guy. Yeah. Do I think you wanted him to die? Probably not. Do I think that whatever you did was to kill him? I don't think that. Probably not. You probably not meant that to happen. Okay, but this about some imaginary guy named Josh and some other guy that showed up. I'm having a hard time with that. Okay, I just don't buy it.
Mendes insists he didn't intend to kill the victim and was only protecting his girlfriend. When asked about objects at the scene, his responses are contradictory, as he denies, then admits, picking up something for self-defense. His story becomes less convincing.
Let's get back to this real quick. When you punch him, what does he do?
He tries to. Well, he was trying to with them guys, and I guess he tried to help too.
Who tried to help him?
Him and the other two people. So, with my friend. So I come and I'm self-defense with my friend. I'm trying. So I just hit him one time, and that's it. I hit him like right here, somewhere. That's it.
Oh.
So the other guy takes up one of his friends, and then that's when I guess Josh started, because I went to my girl. My girl
How was Josh able to get into his bag or get that flashlight?
I guess whenever I went to the front, they were still right there. He said, man, I guess he was mad. I was upset. It hurt me. I was scared. My girl was too, but my girl was not in it, and I was just self-defense on him, or because they could put anything up, I was saying. So I go back to my girl. She's like, what happened? My girl don't know nothing. So I told her,
You
man,
sure
I just hit
about
him. I hit him one time, that was it. The thing, yes sir. And they swing the thing, the thing. So by the time he's already picking it up. Josh. That boy.
Where was he at?
He was already getting, I guess his, he had something heavy. This guy, that's what he said, Josh. He was getting I guess he was on a thing like that.
What's that? A walker? Okay.
Yeah. So he tried to hit him with it. You know how you get a walker and you go like that? That's what Josh said, that boy.
Mendes admits to hitting and kicking the victim at least twice, but denies using a weapon. When pressed further, he blames Josh for using a hard object during the altercation, shifting responsibility.
You know, so from there, he kicked him and he fell. And that's when I guess Josh started. And we were already on the firm saying, well, come on, we gotta go. You know, like, leave him alone, you know, because you don't know what can happen. But he kept going, but it was taking long and he come back.
Where's the
Josh.
walker? Where's the walker?
The walker, yeah, I guess he left it there or Josh took it somewhere. That boy.
You took it somewhere, Benny. You took it somewhere.
Josh had grabbed it.
You grabbed it, Benny.
Josh grabbed it and brought it. And then I said, what are you doing? And he said, here, go get rid of it.
Okay. And what did you do with it?
And I said, why? He said, because how about if he comes back and try to, find us? So I just throw it in the door.
Where did you throw it?
In the room. I went around
Okay.
and I just threw it in there. And I went to my girl. My girl didn't see nothing. She was still over there on the other side.
Okay.
And I told my girl, hey, he could have come back and he could get us. But, Josh was doing the whole thing, that boy. But I'm being 100% and I'm letting you know.
Do not be 100%, Benny. That's the problem that we're having. I mean, dude, I'll be 100% real with you. You're 75% you're being real. There's still 25% where you're not being real. And it's I explained to you a minute ago. The reason we have you in here is because we know. From point A to point Z, exactly what happened, and you're leaving still 25% out of that story. Okay?
Mendes finally admits to disposing of an object used in the incident, but continues to blame imaginary characters. Detectives realize he's attempting to cover up his actual role in the crime.
Just a minute ago, we talked about the walker, and you said he gave it to you. You went and disposed of the walker. You threw it in a room. What else did you do to this man? We know. We just want to hear it from you. We want to give you the opportunity to let us know what else you did to this man. How else did you hit him? What did you hit him with?
I used my hand,
There's something else.
and that was it.
We know there's something else.
Only hit him 1 or 2 times, and I left.
So
But
now
I
it's
used
two.
my foot.
So now it's 2 times. Okay, you hit him 1 time with the fist in his chest, and then now you hit him a 2nd time with what?
With my leg,
Okay.
but not hard. Like,
Okay. So you kicked him. Okay.
Yeah.
There's still something else that's missing also. We know because he and I were both there. We know that he was hit with something else. We know that. What was it?
What was it?
We know what it was. We want to hear it from you. You're telling us that you want to be honest, that you're being truthful. We want to hear it from you.
Right. I'm saying the truth.
No.
Because he was trying to hit us or hit my friend, and I can tell that back.
What else was used to hit him?
Josh, that boy uses
What was
a
it?
board or something. I don't know what it was.
What color was it?
The one he grabbed was like a 10, 2x4 or something.
Are you sure about that, Benny?
Yes.
Detectives press Mendes to reveal the weapon used in the crime. He tries to blame Josh and claims it was just a board, but his story is full of contradictions. The detectives already have evidence: his fingerprints on the actual weapon, a sink.
Again, you're here for a reason. And there was something else that was used to hit that guy.
But I didn't take nothing of his. You can go check the tin.
We're talking about
What else was used to hit him?
I don't know, probably Fat Boy. You know, when I was there, he was just bringing the walker, and he had grabbed, he went back and got I guess he found a monster on the floor.
A what?
A monster?
A monster?
A monster. Like energy drink.
Oh, okay. Uh-huh.
And
A monster energy. Monster
yeah.
energy.
yeah, that's all I know. And I guess he wiped it.
He wiped what?
The monster, he said he wiped the stuff down. He said, here, take it. Go put it where he won't come back. You know, it's okay.
We knew that.
He
I
gave me
knew
the
that.
board. He gave me the board and the stroller, and I just put stuff. And that was it.
What was the board light? Was it heavy?
Oh, it's like medium.
How big? How big would you say? Show me hands.
About that long.
Okay.
Something like that.
About how wide?
About something like that. Or, you know, maybe 2 by 4.
It wasn't a board. Or
Whatever it was, I know
it wasn't a board, Benny.
they used pipe in.
You know what it was, but it wasn't a board. I know it wasn't a board. He knows it wasn't a board. We know what it is. What was it?
Even after being exposed, Mendes continues to claim he was only defending himself and didn't intend to kill the victim. However, the detectives emphasize that his fingerprints are undeniable proof of his involvement.
Yeah, boy. Yeah, because they were all trying to use it on brick. That's it.
Was it heavy? Was it light?
It was light, not heavy. Not heavy.
And you're telling us this took place outside, Benny, right?
No, on the outside. And then they went inside. And I hear,
Benny, it
then
took
I-
place inside.
okay, that's when I had went in and I told him, come on. And that's when he started grabbing. He was hitting him. I said, no.
Hitting
So
him with what?
I grabbed it. He used the stroller and sting, and he picked up something else.
What was it?
Damn. Oh. Because he pulled out, he pulled out like 3 things. He got rid of it.
What was it?
And he said, here's the other one. I said, what do you want me to throw this for?
Exactly.
I think it was, I don't know. I think he
You know,
gave it to me.
you know
a sink for a toilet.
There you go.
He gave it to me, and I said, okay, what do you want me to do with this? He said, I used it. So I guess my handprints were on it.
Okay.
And he said, take it. He goes, this is what I did, destroy it. So, you know, he said, but I didn't try to kill him or nothing. He said, I can hear him. He's alive. You know.
Let me ask you.
Why is it so hard to tell the truth, Ben? Why is it so hard to tell the truth?
It's not hard, but I didn't hit him. I took.
So we're asking you to give us those details, and it's just like
Right.
you just don't want to say them. Why is it so hard to tell the truth?
Because I'm not scared of nothing. I'll say the truth of everything, but I'm not the person that will.
Detectives focus on proving Josh doesn't exist. Mendes becomes flustered and fails to provide any concrete information about this person, exposing the fabrication in his story.
I'm still having a little bit of a hard time about this Josh guy that
They call him Fat Boy. That's what I'll call him. It's
Should
just
be locked
real
up.
name.
how can I prove that this guy exists? How can I prove that this guy is real? This Josh guy.
Oh, he was there.
How can I prove that he's real? Where can I find him with a tattoo here saying fat boy?
Oh no.
You know, how can
He
I
was-
prove that he's not just somebody you invented to imagine that he's real?
Oh no. I'm not. I wouldn't do that. You know, I'm being honest the way y'all want me to say the truth.
We want you to be honest.
And I am
We
being
want you to
honest.
be honest, Vinny. And
You
you have been honest about some things. Okay? But I'm having a hard time about this Josh guy.
He's bald. He's real stocky, and they call it that one. You know, and he had just barely moved from Slayton this way without that girl. You know, and he's been going here and there, staying here and there. So I really don't know where he stays. You know, I don't know his number. You know, or anything. He wears sometimes glasses.
And you said you've known him for 4 years.
Yeah, off and on, because he'll go there. Well, I know whenever his ex worked at the custom shows. That's how I met him. At custom shows. The pecan place.
Mendes continues to blame Josh, but cannot convince the detectives. They conclude that Josh is an imaginary character, and Mendes is the one responsible for the victim's death.
But they're on 114 then.
Oh,
so-
yes,
yeah.
what you said earlier.
And then the girls with the white girl, not this one, you know. Hey, they wouldn't like each other, so I wouldn't talk to them, click it. Then when I saw them at the church, you know, where we go eat, you know, everybody, then I start talking like, hi, how you doing? You know, sometimes when I see them out there, we'll say hi or what y'all gonna do. That's it. Then we bump sometimes, like at the stores, and then they'll tell us what we're doing, and we'll tell them, you know, me and my girl, that time we were always together walking around.
Is he
You know,
homeless? Is Josh homeless also?
He was a little bit, but then he left. He left. Him and his girl.
Two things. One, how are we going to be able to find Josh, number one? And number two, you need to think about taking this ride, whether you want to take it by yourself or whether this man Josh, who assaulted him also, needs to be held accountable as well. You know what I mean?
I don't want to take it by myself. You know, he was there. You know,
So how do we even start to get in contact with this dude? You know what I think, Vinny? And I'll tell you, I don't think Josh is Josh. And that's what I think. I don't know about Detective Martinez, but I don't feel like Josh is Josh. I feel like it's someone that you know that you haven't been forthcoming to give us the name of that person.
Mendes's lies collapse completely. The detectives conclude that he is the sole perpetrator. Mendes can no longer hide his role in the crime, and the truth is finally revealed.
Just like you said with the girl. Well, she's cousins to my old lady, Erica. Well, she's really not cousins, but they just call each other cousins.
yeah, because they know
Same
each other.
exact thing. You know, I feel that you know who these two people are. You're just not, you're not telling us.
He used
Why?
to stay at Hutchin City. Like, he left not that long, like a week or something like that. They have this information over there, not Hutchin City. But he's bald and you'll see his things back.
Let me tell you what I think, Vinny.
Yes, sir.
I think, you know, this Josh wasn't there. That's what I think. You know, that you were defending your girl, and you, of course you got groceries. You don't want anybody to take them. I can buy that, but I don't think Josh was there. You and this man. We're out there. Said that you have to do what you have to do. I can understand that. Okay, I can understand that. But this deal that Josh was there, I don't believe that. I just don't.
It was one of us. It was one of us.
So let me ask you this. There's four of you that outnumber this old man.
Oh, not the girls, you know. They're in front of the house, you know, the whole thing, you know. Trying to take care of them, you know.
So let me ask you this. Your girl's going to be able to get us enough information to find her cousin and find Josh.
Detectives press Mendes to admit the truth. He blames Josh, claiming he was handed items to dispose of. However, Mendes's fingerprints on the sink, the murder weapon, tell a different story.
Well, maybe. She
Maybe.
probably will, yes, sir.
Maybe.
I said, he was there. He was there. He was there.
And he handed you those things.
Yes. And I grabbed him. I guess he had wiped him because when I was coming back, he goes, here. You know, they were already in the middle.
You didn't wipe them?
No. I grabbed, I guess, the rag that he wiped it with, whatever. I grabbed all that. He said, here. You know. So I grabbed everything. And all of it's going to have my fingerprints. You know. And they're going to think I did it. You know what I mean? Like,
Well, that's why we're sitting right here, baby.
you know, and that's
That
kind
is
of
why
where
we're
because
sitting right here.
I would never,
You know?
tell you the truth, I would never kill nobody. I would never hurt nobody. But I'll self-defense for some
Well,
people.
I don't think you wanted to kill him, baby. And I believe that the man was alive whenever you left him. I believe that. I believe you when you say that. And then I've got good reasons to believe that.
This is serious. You know it's serious. We told you that from the beginning.
Right.
And you know you say Josh, but it falls back to saying
You told me.
taking the ride
Hey,
by
I heard
yourself.
him, and he's bleeding, you know. And I was like, man, why did you know? You know, and it hurts me because that's gonna be looking bad at me, you know.
Right.
Because I'm the one that getting the stuff to put it, you know, or he won't come and get us or something, or you know. But I'm being honest, but you know, I grabbed the stuff from Joshua. This Joshua, but they call him Josh, and it's that boy, but I wouldn't lie.
Mendes talks about his fear of being threatened by the victim and other homeless individuals. His vague and illogical story only raises more suspicion among the detectives.
You know, and another thing that we have to think about too, Benny, is that this man had a family, man. You know, and that's what sucks. You know, it just wasn't one person involved. His family, you know. And you know, I've got to speak to them. I've got to talk to them.
Right.
You know, they've been calling me. Obviously, they're concerned because their loved one is dead. And that's what's not fair, you know.
I didn't even know he was dead. You know what I mean?
So you had no idea he was dead.
No, sir. Nothing like that. No, sir.
And when did you find out he was dead?
I didn't find out. You know, they never told me nothing. You know what I mean?
No one ever told you anything?
Nobody.
No.
Yes, sir. Nothing. All without anything. You know. I know because when Josh had told me he was bleeding, I said, well, shoot, you probably go to a hospital. Or one of the people that stayed there will probably take him, you know, call them to a hospital or something, you know. But I grabbed everything, just put it, you know, like to that room. But with all that stuff they had, like a knife, and the other guys, you know, they're homeless, they had stuff, you know, and we're scared. I'm scared. I don't have nothing on me, you know. I did 3 years for aggravated assault that I didn't do, you know, because the girl had got drunk because her grandpa passed away, cut her wrist, returned her lips. I had to do 2 years, but they were trying to do 20, you know, and I thank God that they gave me less time, and then they found her, and she had said the truth. You know what I mean? Mm-hmm. Because you know, I'm trying to change. I'm trying to do something that I don't want to be doing bad. You know, but if it comes to a person that is gonna hurt somebody or
He appears shocked to learn the victim has died, denying any knowledge of the death. Mendes insists he was only acting in self-defense, but his nervousness is evident in his responses.
The family or like the woman, that I'm scared. If I see more people, I'm gonna defend myself. You know what I mean? Because I don't want to be dead. I could have been dead 3 or 4 times. You know, and I don't have no family. That's the point. I got lucky by my baby mama's 2 of them, and then the people that jump me no gas. I can still about the homeless people. I'm not a fighter, you know. But when it comes to it, I have to do something. You know, ain't nobody better so perfect, you know. That's why. That guy was there. And I wish I knew his number or all that. My girl really don't know the number, but we used to talk at the gym, you know. And they left. You know. I don't know if they found out that he was dead or something or anything, but everybody around there was talking about they're looking for the person that they hurt. So I'm like, you know, that's why he had left, you know, even his woman. And then I'm there because I don't have nothing to hide. I'm not gonna hide. I'm gonna say the truth. You know what I mean?
So let me ask you a question. You know,
I don't want to do nobody's time.
and that's the point we're trying to get to. I mean, if there was someone else involved,
I know they're gonna give me something because I'm the one to carry that stuff.
you know, not only that, you punched him also. You know what I mean?
But my girl and them went out there. She didn't see nothing, but they were scared. I was scared.
So, let me ask you a question. When we talked to Erica, you know, and I ask you this, that way I can prepare myself. You know, is Erica going to tell us if there were other people there too? And be honest, because
Detectives shift focus to Mendes' girlfriend Erica to verify his story. They know that if Erica doesn't confirm the existence of Josh, Mendes' lies will fall apart completely.
you know,
They heard people. They were scared. They would tell me.
I'm talking about friends. Like, is she going to say, "Yeah, Josh and this other girl were there"? I mean, because you have to take into consideration when we first got into this office, you had absolutely no idea what we're talking about, and that was, let's just say, 6:15 p.m. And then obviously at 8:45 p.m. we've got a full-blown story. So, excuse me, when I talk to Erica, let's say within 15 minutes she says, "I don't have any idea what you're talking about," and then 2 hours later it blows up into a full-blown story also. Is she gonna?
She's on the other side. She don't know what
Right, but is
she saw or nothing.
okay?
You know?
But is she gonna say, "Yes, Josh and the other girl were with us," or is it possible that she may say, you know, at first say it, and then all of a sudden come back and say, "No, it was just me and Benny."
Oh no.
Mendes finally breaks down, realizing it's over. His fingerprints and fabricated story expose him as the killer, and all attempts to deflect blame fail. With undeniable evidence, Bernardo Mendes ultimately faced charges of first-degree murder. His reckless actions and tangled web of lies led to a 15-year prison sentence, marking a grim end to a tragic case. This story serves as a reminder that the truth always finds its way out, and no one can escape justice. Share your thoughts on this case in the comments below. Do you think Mendes truly feels remorse? Don't forget to hit the subscribe button to stay updated on more gripping true crime stories and enjoy exclusive perks from us in the coming days. Let's uncover more mysteries and take away valuable lessons from real-life cases together.